Now the next step is to create a process.php file, right? So for this one, for this page, the first thing we want to do is to include. Now let me create a PHP tag. Is to include the PHP, no, the database.php. Right. So then we're gonna take in the data from the user. So we're gonna have a post. We're gonna take in the title. No, we're gonna take in the title, and then content, and then the category. All right. So that's what we're gonna take in. The next step is to insert. We're gonna insert the post into the post table. All right, so we can do that by just say stmg using prepare statement, pdo. We're gonna have a prepare statement where we say insert into post. So we're gonna insert the title and content, and then we're gonna have value. All right. Now, all right. So the next step is to have the. We're gonna execute, and we're gonna have the title content variable right here, and that should be it, right? Then we're gonna insert a category, right? So the next step is to insert categories into the categories table. So the category here is the one that the user tick, in the checkbox. So we're gonna look through the category, assuming there is more than one as category, because we're not taking the ID rather than the full name of it. If you have a look at the form in the format, so we see that we echo the ID of the category as a value. So we can say that category here is a category ID. So we have multiple of them, and we're going to loop through each of them using for each. We will have another prepare statement where we say insert into the table. We're gonna insert into called table post category, right? We're gonna insert into two things. First variable is post ID, and the second is category ID. All right, here we're gonna have value, right, and then we're gonna have the html execute. Now in this case, for the first thing we need is the post ID. The second is the category ID. Now and then we can just but look, we have the category right here based on the user input, but the post ID is just inserted, so we technically don't have the post ID yet. However, we can get the post ID quite conveniently. I have the post using the function execute. No, we don't use execute, sorry. We're going to use the PDO, PD post ID. We're going to use the PDO, and then we're going to use the last insert ID to get that one. All right. Now, after we've done this, we're going to redirect to the index.php after submission. All right, and we're going to use header. So we use location index.php. Now, I also want to check to add the parameter of success here. Success equal to 1, so that I can check later. But asset, and then we can say asset. Alright, now that is done for the process. Now we can use this parameter success of 1 in the index page. Now for the index, so we can add a code that I just pass in right here. Display success, or no, we're gonna success only. So we can add in if success, if success gets success from the URL, and if it is equal to 1, then we can output an alert code successfully created. Right. So now basically we're done with the index, the process, the database. It should works now. So Sina already added one in. If we refresh, now I have added one post in. So now let's test another one. So post 2, content of post 2. The previous one that I add is for sales, and now let's add the marketing one. So it says successfully created, right? So now our post should be working normally now. The next step is initially we have either categories. We want to show the categories and the number of the posts there.